Welcome to Reef and Pond Wise. On this channel we talk all about reef and pond related stuff. So if you love reef keeping and pond keeping like I do, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now I got a question from a gentleman by the name of Amirjan Mahin. And his question was, how do you keep frogs out of your pond? And so I'm going to show you how to do that. This is a really simple, all natural way to go ahead and avoid having frogs bother you. I want you guys to take a quick listen here as I'm talking, because this is live. I know you can hear the water running, but what don't you hear? You don't hear frogs. And the reason why is what I'm going to show you to eliminate frogs once and for all. And it's not just pond frogs, guys. This technique that I'm going to show you is going to work around your house. It's going to work in your garden as well as in the pond. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I never, and I mean never, have a frog issue in my pond. So let's go ahead and get started. I have in my possession here a bag of nuts. Let me go ahead and turn on the light here so we can see. And here's the bag of nuts. They're salted. You got to make sure they're salted. And we have 100% pure peppermint oil. So these are both relatively inexpensive, and the remedy is really straightforward. Now you're probably asking, hey, reef and pond guy, what's going on? Frogs don't like nuts. No, they don't like nuts, but I'll tell you what they hate is they hate these. These are the peanut hulls from eating peanuts. So if you love peanuts like I do and my squirrels do, grab yourself a bag of peanuts, enjoy, and keep all your hulls, because what we're going to do is we're going to open up this bag. Make sure you wear a glove, because peppermint oil is very potent, and that's one of the reasons that frogs do not like this stuff, because one, they have very sensitive skin. They hate with a passion having oils or any kind of substance on their feet, and their skin is extremely sensitive. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up your oil, and you're going to take the oil and you're just going to put a few drops into the hulls. And you can see I'm not using very much, and I can smell it. It is very strong. Now also, frogs get irritated because they have very sensitive eyes, and they have very sensitive eyelids. But what's going to happen here is you're going to shake this up after you drop your peppermint on the peanut hulls. You're going to give this a really good shake. Don't do what I just did. I'm trying to do this one-handed, holding a camera. Be careful. Make sure you mix it up really good. You don't need a whole lot of peppermint oil, and you really don't need a whole lot of these peanut hulls. If you go ahead and mix them up, then what you do is you take this and you spread this around your pond. Now, you don't have to spread it around the entire pond. What I recommend is taking it where you know that frogs will enter your pond. Now typically I got a little wetland back here behind the pond, and this is typically where the frogs would come in if I didn't do this. And all you do, I know it's dark, but I wanted to show you guys that you're not hearing any frogs even though it is super dark. Usually they would be croaking like crazy, but you just don't hear them here because I don't have any. So you're going to spread this around the area where the frogs would normally enter your pond, and then you're just going to leave it for 30 to 45 days, and you're going to be good to go. These peanut hulls are completely biodegradable, so they're not going to hurt anything. Now, if you feel like you need to go ahead and add these peanut hulls with the peppermint on them around your entire pond, you can go ahead and do that. And what's going to happen is when the frogs try to jump into your pond or approach the pond, they're going to get this peppermint on their feet. They're going to get the salt from the peanut hulls on their feet, and they cannot stand it. They will run for cover because their skin is so sensitive. So this is the way that I eliminate frogs from coming into my pond. It has worked for me for many, many years. As I said earlier, it is all natural, and you will eliminate all of the frogs that would typically approach your pond. Now, here's one thing that you're going to want to consider. If you've got frogs like a Mirjan that are already in your pond, you're going to want to try to get them out. So I've got these little ledges where if I did have a frog problem, they'd be able to come out on their own. And if you don't have little ledges or a way for your frogs to get out of your pond, you may have to end up catching them. But I guarantee with this solution, peanut hulls and peppermint oil, you will never have another issue with frogs approaching your pond. They will run for cover. They cannot stand the smell. They cannot stand the fact that the oil, the salt, and the peanut hulls would be on their skin, and they absolutely cannot stand the smell. Now, as a little bonus tip, if you have raccoons, if you have rats, if you have possum, this will also work with those varmints, and it's just a great way to go ahead and eliminate any of these other natural predators from approaching your pond. So again, take a listen. There's nothing you hear in terms of a frog, and this method is absolutely worth the time and effort to lay it down and prevent frogs from entering your pond. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and until next time, anybody can build a pond, but it takes someone special to keep one, and that someone special is you.